Good evening. Intro music by our good friend Beth Patterson, bethpattersonmusic.com, from her solo album, first solo album, Hybrid Vigor. It's a lead-off track. How are y'all doing? Saturday night. It must be the Howl. stick to the westward, and I hop to no breakdown. California, here I come, by the side door pulling up the sunburned thumb. They called us Okies, low down bombs, the police on us round. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. The way out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward, and the highway is my code. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. California to the New York Island, me and my guitar. We played in many a hobo jungle, many a skid road by. Standing out in the wind and the rain, that lonesome whistle makes a sweet refrain. Been waiting on some old freight train that carries an empty car. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. The way out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward, and the highway that's my code. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. So I signed on board a Liberty ship to sail the ocean blue. We were carrying guns, TNT, and D-Day soldiers too. All of the men on board agreed with Cisco, Jimmy, Lonnie, and me, and our song rang out across the sea. You fascists bound to lose. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. The way out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward, and the highway that's my code. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. As I went walking, living a highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land is made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Shout out to Doc and Kimberly, and I saw Kathleen and Richard, and Paul Campbell is here. Roxanne and Charlie, I don't know if you recognize the name, Lars Folk, Folke, had stopped by a few Howls. He passed away yesterday.
Oh,
And so our online community has lost a gentleman. And so Roxanne has requested, or it might be Charlie, With God on Our Side.
sorry, I don't know that one.
Dylan or Joe Hill. I figured maybe once your voice is warmed up, you could do Absent Friends.
Sure, do that.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Our really good friend in North Carolina, Martha Quillen, sister of our sister and sister-in-law of our good friends Stephen Sylvia Quillen, lost her husband in the blink of an eye last week, and not long before that, a young man that I grew up with, someone I've known since I was 12, took his own life. It's just, some days it's really hard to go on, and he was a beautiful, beautiful nurse. So, the world has lost so much, with everybody.
My name is Dodge, then you know that. It's written on the chart there at the foot end of the bed. They think I'm blind, that I can't read it. But I've read every word that says it's dead. So confession, is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mentioned it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. August 49, North Montana. The hottest day on record. The forests tend to dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. C-47 comes in low. Feel the tap upon your leg that tells you go. See the circle of the fire down below. 15 of us dropped above the cold Missouri waters. Gauge the fire, I'd seen bigger, so I ordered them the side hill. We'd fight it from below. We'd have our backs to the river. We'd have it licked by morning, even if we took it slow. But the fire crown jumped the valley just ahead. There was no way down, headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, we'd have to fight that slope instead. Flames one step behind above the cold Missouri waters. Sky had turned red, smoke was boiling. 200 yards of safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. I struck a match to waist-high grass, running out of time. Try to tell them, step into this fire I've set. We can't make it, this is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me, ran for the rocks above instead. I lay face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. Then when I arose like the phoenix, and that world reduced to ashes, there was none but to survive. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river how I stayed alive. 13 stations on the cross to mark their fall. I've had my say, I'll confess to nothing more. I'll join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters.
Are you ready to play any of your new ones yet?
I'll do one more and then I'll do the new ones. I've got 2 new songs for y'all tonight. Keep forgetting my drink. I'm drinking my vitamins. Thank you very much, executive producer, for providing the boat drinks. Thank you, Roxanne. Glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for being here. Paul Campbell's here, our good friend from the west coast, the best coast of Ireland.
Yep. Kathleen and Richard are also around.
Excellent.
And I saw Doc and Kimberly checked in earlier. He's back. They finished the memorial swim, so you'll need to do Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, please.
Okay.
Later today,
Can do.
if you felt like it.
Remind me, please. So yeah, people passing and just the general state of the world today, I thought this song was appropriate. Doesn't have a capo though, so.
Oh, does it?
No, this one doesn't. All along, I was taught to fight, taught to win. I never thought I could fail. No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all deserted. I've changed my face, I've changed my name, but no one wants you when you lose. Don't give up. Don't give up, you're not beaten yet. Don't give up, I know you can make it good. Though I saw you all around me, never thought that I could be affected. Thought that we'd be last to go. It is so strange the way things turn. Drove the night towards my home, the place that I was born, on the lakeside. By as daylight broke, I saw the earth. The trees had burned down to the ground. Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up, we don't need much of anything. Don't give up, 'cause somewhere there's a place where we belong. Rest your head, you worry too much. It's gonna be alright. When times get rough, you can fall back on us. Don't give up, please don't give up. I gotta walk out of here, I can't take anymore. settle down for every job. So many men, so many men, no one needs. Don't give up, 'cause you have friends. Don't give up, you're not the only one. Don't give up, no reason to be ashamed. Don't give up, you still have us. Don't give up now, we're proud of who you are. Don't give up, you know it's never been easy. Don't give up, 'cause I believe there's a place where we belong. There's a place where we belong.
Okay, thank you. Quite good. Appreciate that. Welcome to John Timaeus, and hopefully Amanda is with him, and also to Adventure Doc, who's joining us this evening.
Welcome, welcome.
We're glad you're all here.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be. See if there was another one that I wanted to do that I was warming up with today. Yeah, here we go. We'll do one more and then I'll do my new songs. How about
Okay.
that?
I enjoyed listening to you warm up earlier.
Thank you. There's the offending one.
Get it?
Yep.
Not today, Satan.
Maybe not tomorrow either. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hot as kerosene. What your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. Ah, but that's the way it goes. Oh, the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. But then they let poor Pancho alone. Lefty split for Ohio, where he got bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. Oh, the federales say they could have had it poets tell how Pancho fell. He left his living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your presence true, but save a few for the lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now he's growing old. Oh, the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong, out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long, out of kindness, I suppose.
So it's just really quiet. We're just kind of hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
John Smass has joined us, and Dr. David Al, I think I said that. We're glad you're here. It's just a very chill Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
After evening.
Certainly is. I'm gonna do a couple of James Keelogan songs.
Oh, okay. James Keelahan, but the Alexa cannot pronounce it.
This is not the new song. Do this new song next. Thought I saw a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be there beside the river when winter finally breaks its bones. He'll be king among the rushes. He'll be master of his home. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Safe as Moses in the rushes, makes his hole on the river wide. Every time I hear him singing, makes me feel like spring inside. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. He'll be in there singing his heart out. He'll be telling stories too, of where he went to winter last year and how he's going back there too. Thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road. I thought I heard a red-winged blackbird down my road.
Yay! That little calliope hummingbird
Yeah.
just took off. Yep.
All right. Hey, Derek Darcy, good to see you.
Oh, yay!
I'm gonna do a new song.
Yay, new song alert. Ding, ding, ding.
It's another James Keelan song. So,
From
Sure.
Kenyatta. Is this the new one I just heard you do? Or not?
yes, it is.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I nodded my head and you couldn't hear me.
I couldn't hear you.
Nodding as loud as I could. I done, I've been told the world was shaped unformed matter. Back when chaos reigned supreme, you and I widely scattered. Something coalesced from the universe's voice. Nothing was created, nothing was destroyed. All you see around you is just something else reformed. The steady state of matter is said to be the norm. But wait for the turn of the wheel. Wait for the turn of the wheel. Reform and revolution, almost the same. The heart of fame, the vital spark. The engine that propels the state. The voice that speaks out of the dark. Martin Luther wrote a paper, he nailed it to the door. Rosa Parks took her seat, she couldn't take it anymore. Galileo set the sun in the center of the stage. The things we never challenge are the things that never change. But wait for the turn of the wheel. Wait for the turn of the wheel. Now I know it seems crazy, it's a paradox. Change is constant, never ending. Sometimes effects outweigh the cause. The jury's out, the judgment's pending. Maybe things are different from what you thought you saw. It isn't quite an axiom, or it isn't quite a law. Fortunes often rise, and often they will fall. But somehow there will be a balance to it all. If you wait for the turn of the wheel. 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 Ding ding, new song.
Ding, ding. Love it. I love that song. Thank you for learning it. It's one of my favorites. Been listening to it quite a
The
bit.
only thing I was rereading the lyrics and kind of, it's like, it's not, you know, it's waiting. It's not being
It's
active
different
about.
from Hold Your Ground,
Yeah.
which is my other one that's my
Oh, yeah, okay.
current favorite. Or Stand Your Ground.
So now we're gonna do a couple of.
Is it just me, or has the train been going pretty much since we sat down to do this?
That's the first I've heard it.
Oh no, it was going earlier.
Well,
Okay.
there you go.
It just wasn't as close.
Okay, so I need to go and sort by the right way. There we go. So this is a Nancy Griffith song. Well, it's actually a.
Oh yay!
It's actually a
Gordon
Gordon
Lightfoot.
Lightfoot song, but we like Nancy Griffith's version of it better than we like Gordon's. And I just did this one, and I decided it would sound a little better, a little step up here. I think. Didn't make a note of it, unfortunately. So we'll take a flight. We'll see if it works up a step, because I think that's where I had it. And maybe it's just today where my voice is. I don't know.
We'll try it.
He was standing by the highway where the sign just said mother when he heard a driver coming about a half a mile away. held the sign up higher, but no decent soul could visit. It was 10 degrees or colder down by Boulder Down that day. He was raised up in Milwaukee, though he never was that famous. Just a musician, to the taverns he would go, singing songs about the rambling, the loving girls and gambling. How the world fell on his shoulder back in Boulder, I don't know. And she told him she would take him for a ride in the morning sun. Back in Boulder, he had told her, I don't know when I had a better friend. Well, it was out in Arizona. He heard the lady listening to each word that he was saying and each line that he would write. So he sat down at her table and they talked about the weather. 98.6 and rising by Boulder Down that night. And she told him she would take him for a ride in the morning sun. Back in Boulder, he had told her, I don't know when I've had a better friend. Now he's traded off his Martin, but his troubles are not over. His feet are almost frozen and the sun is sinking low. Won't you listen to me, brother? Do you ever love your mother? Please pull off on the shoulder if you're going Milwaukee way. It's 10 degrees and getting colder down by Boulder Down the day. Ding ding.
Okay. Yay. Oh, and I don't know if they can't see the hummingbird up behind you at the feeder, but she keeps coming to stop by.
Nice.
Did you see that Scooter's dog Wolfgang died?
Yes, I did. I was
so sad.
and I was gonna do, yeah, sad. I mean, he didn't have to name a dog after me, but you know. So let's try. Here's one for all those who are not with us. Safe home, my friend. Fare thee well. Where this road will lead us, only time can tell. But we'll travel on together just for a little while. And when it's time to part, I'll leave you with a smile. There's music in the corner and laughter on the air. We will meet in love and friendship. Sure your spirit will be there. So we'll open up a bottle and leave the angels share. And remember, absent friends, heartstrings tied with soft silken cords, time's a luxury that few men can afford. Your memories are my treasures, I'll keep them all my days. You have changed me in a million little ways. There's music in the corner and laughter on the air. We will meet in love and friendship, sure your spirit will be there. So we'll open up a bottle and leave the angels share. And remember, absent friends. Now it's time, my friend, to move on. But in hearts that truly love you, you are never really gone. You're the breeze that blows around us, the moon that lights the sky. With joy and tears, we bid you now goodbye. There's music in the corner and laughter on the air. We will meet in love and friendship, sure your spirit will be there. So we'll open up a bottle and leave the angels share, and remember absent friends. Here's a toast to absent friends. Raise your glass to absent friends.
Thank you.
Song by our
For Comrade Love.
dear friend, Deanna Smith, Scotland. What was the other one I was going to do? I don't remember now.
Was it one of the ones you did earlier? Because that sounded really good.
Okay, I'll do a slight departure for me. It's an Elton John song.
Oh yeah, that's exactly the one I was thinking of now that you say that.
Have you heard the dogs at night somewhere on the hill, chasing some poor criminal, and I guess they're out to kill. Oh, there must be shackles on his feet and mother in his eyes, stumbling through the devil dark with the hound pack in full cry. Have mercy on a criminal who is running from the law. Are you blind to the winds of change? Don't you hear them anymore? Praying, Lord, you gotta help me. I ain't never gonna sin again. Just take these chains from around my legs. Sweet Jesus, I'll be your friend. Now, have you ever seen the white teeth gleam while you lie on a cold, damp ground? You're taken in the face of a rifle butt while the wardens hold you down. And you've never seen a friend in years. Oh, it turned your heart to stone. You jump the walls and the dogs run free, and the grave's gonna be your home. Oh, have mercy on a criminal who is running from the law. Are you blind to the winds of change? Don't you hear them anymore? Praying, Lord, you gotta help me. I ain't never gonna sin again. Just take these chains from around my legs. Sweet Jesus, I'll be your friend. Oh, have mercy on a criminal who is running from the law. Are you blind to the winds of change? Don't you hear him anymore? Praying, Lord, you got gotta help me. No, I ain't never gonna sin again. Just take these chains from around my legs. See, Jesus, I'll be your friend. Just take these chains from around my legs. Sweet Jesus, I'll be your friend.
So yesterday was the 90th anniversary of the day that the last people were taken off St. Kilda. So would you do Neon and the Gold?
Yeah, be happy
Okay.
to. Brian McNeil song about a very small.
I don't know. Did y'all hear what I
Island.
said about St. Kilda?
The microphone's over there, right?
Yeah. Well, it's showing up on the closed caption, so I think they heard me.
Okay, good. And if they didn't hear you, they can read you.
And Roxanne says, great songs tonight,
Thank you.
as always. That's nice. Thank you, Roxanne.
So this is a Brian McNeil song about St. Kilda, a tiny little island north of the Hebrides, I believe.
Yes.
And Brian says it's about as big as 2 handkerchiefs wide, and a very small place.
It's been inhabited since the Bronze Age.
Yeah, but they took
5,000 years.
But they took all the people off of it in the 50s, I think.
In the 30s.
30s.
1930, because
Okay.
it was 90 years ago, 95 years ago. Yesterday was the day they took the last person off the island. There were only 36 people left, and so there weren't enough people to grow.
There are
the
more sheep
food.
than people, right?
Yeah, and so it was unsustainable, and the weather was too bad to prevent supplemental supplies and things. And nowadays they probably could take some helicopters over, or could sustain it in a different way, but by sea was the only way they could do it in the 30s.
In the 30s.
And so, welcome Dennis Scanlon. Happy to have you with us.
Yep. Howdy, howdy. So here's a Brian McNeil song about one of St. Kilda's children who went off and found his way in the world. You caught the line they threw you, you held to make her fast. You heard the sailors talking in the rigging, and when the captain said he'd take another hand before the mast, you knew that you were halfway to the diggings. So you rode the ocean swell to Bendigo and Living Hill, in the camps and the creeks of Castle Maine. For like a million other souls, you were haunted by the gold, and you'd never know a peaceful day again. And tell me, you and Geddes, did you still believe the dream when the hard men of Victoria bought and sold you? When you had to sell the farm that you'd sifted from the seams, did you curse the tale the sailor laddies told you? And did you fight against the call of the island that you knew would never hold you? For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy him peace or freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. And when the dream was done, you'd lost your children and your wife, and every single thing you've ever had. But you told your friends the gold was still the center of your life, and they told you, one and all, that you were mad. So you wandered through the years, never stopping once to rue, and St. Kilda saw your footsteps as you passed. Old Glory even put you in a coat of faded blue, till the older Glory claimed you back at last. And tell me, you and Geddes, did you give the Lord your thanks when he told you where the golden riches lay? Or did you bow your head in prayer on the Sacramento banks and ask him, should you go or should you stay? And did St. Kilda call you home across the mountains at the dawn of every day? For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy him peace or freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. Again you made the journey to that barren, barren land to end your days among your kith and kin. Till winter when the devil held the island in his hand and the shadow of starvation blew the wind. But it's hard upon St. Kilda for the folk to keep their pride when every season brings them to despair. And to hear you tell the tale of a different ocean's tide made their bitter burden harder still to bear. So they knew you for their own. You were forced to stand alone in a solitude that no man could endure. They made your home a living grave till the bravest of the brave was forced to leave the poorest of the poor. So you reached out once again and took hold of the bonny golden lure. For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy him peace or freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. When first I heard the tale of Ewan and the gold, I was filled with bitter anger and with tears to see a traveling man return and then be shut out from the fold, drove a shaft into the deepest of my fears. For God made Ewan Gillis, God gave him wings to fly, but only from the land where he belonged. But I'd fight with God himself for the light in Ewan's eye, or with any man who tells me he was wrong. For there's men who use their dreams to tear themselves apart, and there's men who never find a dream at all. But how many find the courage to look deepest in their heart, to find a dream they can follow till they fall? And when my heart cries out to wander, I can hear him answering the call. For all the gold you and Gillis ever found could not buy him peace or freedom from the memory of the sound of the waves on St. Kilda's rocky shore. And on the island, the greatest story ever told was always Ewan Gillis, California and the gold, so far from St. Kilda's rocky shore.
Shout out.
Hey, Rory.
Rory's here. How you
Good to see
doing,
you, Rory.
bud? Haven't heard from you in forever. He's recovering
Wh-
still.
Will we be seeing you, Rory, at Farm in October?
I hope so. All right. What else you got for me?
Well,
How about some more Brian McNeil?
Well, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald
Oh,
was
that's right.
requested.
So the 40th anniversary, the memorial swim for the 40th anniversary for the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Doc's gonna jump in and fix this if I'm wrong. There was a swim, and Doc and Kimberly were actually up in Michigan for the last leg of it, and that completed, I think, yesterday or today.
And that was Doc's cousin or something like that?
Yeah, Doc's cousin swam. So Edmund Fitzgerald, for whom the boat was named, is a the memorial race, it was rough. I don't know if you watched any of the footage, but it looks like the North Atlantic, and you know it's cold because it was like the lakes were cold in July when we lived in Minnesota. So burr.
So this is 6 degrees of Doc Rouser.
That's right, 6 degrees, 50th anniversary. Sorry, Doc.
All right. Legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, she was bigger than most, with a crew, good captain, well seasoned, including some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. And later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they've been feeling? The wind and the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late, and the breakfast had to wait, when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. Oh, oh, oh. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed ya." 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." Captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew were in peril. Later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they've made Whitefish Bay, if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, they might have capsized, they may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Oh, 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 oh. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And further below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go, as the mariners all know, when the gales of November remember. Musty old hall in Detroit they prayed, in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell had chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down, of the great lake they call Gitchigumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early. There was that one, and there was another one you were talking about before I started that one.
Dirty Old Town.
Okay.
The Leslie Rich arrangement.
Yeah.
Of Dirty Old Town.
My love by the gasworks wall, dream a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on the beach. The springs are good from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Hey, hey, hey! A siren from the docks, but a train set the night on fire. I smell the spring on the smoky wind. Dirty old town, yeah, dirty old town. I'm gonna make me good shine backs, shining the steel, dimple in the fire. I'll chop you down like an old dead tree. Dirty old town, the dirty old town. Hey, hey, hey! my love while the gasworks warm. Dream a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl while the factory was. See you listen. Dirty old town, you dirty old town, you dirty old town, you dirty old town, dirty old town, the dirty old town.
Nice. So, what was the one that I sent you? So the man who wrote that is,
Ewan McCall.
and he wrote My Old Man that I sent to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Y'all go listen to that.
Any requests from the Peanut Gallery?
No.
Okay.
So I would like some John Denver, please.
Okay. Not that one.
Not that one.
No, I said let's do that one.
I don't know why you chose to sit in front of my super messy potting table.
Well, this is usually where I sit when it, because it.
Lately you've been, like when Ren was here, we had you out this way so you could see the pretty garden behind you
well.
instead of.
You're the executive producer. You should have told me to move. So some John Denver by request. Had an uncle named Matthew, was his father's only boy. Born just south of Colby, Kansas, was his mother's pride and joy. Yes, and joy of just to think he was raised on. Love just a way to live and die. Gold is just a windy Kansas wheat field. Blue is just a Kansas summer sky. All the stories that he told me back when I was just a lad. All the memories that he gave me, all the good times that he had. Growing up Kansas farm boy, life mostly having fun. Riding on his daddy's shoulders, behind the mule beneath the sun. Yes, and joy was just a thing he was raised on. Love is just a way to live and die. Gold is just a windy Kansas wheat field. Blue is just a Kansas summer sky. Well, I guess there were some hard times, and I know some years were lean. They had a storm in 47. A twister came and stripped him clean. He lost his farm, lost the family, lost the wheat and lost his home. But he found the family Bible. Faith is solid as a stone. Yes, and joy was just a thing he was raised on. Love is just a way to live and die. Gold is just a windy Kansas wheat field. Blue is just a Kansas summer sky. So he came to live at our house, and he came to work the land. He came to ease my daddy's burden, and he came to be my friend. So I wrote this down for Matthew. It's for him the song is sung. Riding on his daddy's shoulder, behind the mule beneath the sun. Yes, and joy was just a thing he was raised on. Love is just a way to live and die. Gold is just a windy Kansas wheat field. Blue is just a Kansas summer sky. Yes, and joy is just a thing just the way to live and die. Gold's just a windy Kansas wheat field, and blue just a Kansas summer sky.
Donkey walks into a bar.
Baby seal walks into a club.
That turned out to be an ass. Turned out to be a real ass.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, sorry. It was funnier.
We did a ship song earlier, and we haven't done any Uncle Stan Rogers yet. So let's do an inspirational song, shall we?
Okay.
She went down last October in the pouring, driving rain. The skipper had been drinking, and the mate he felt no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock, she was dealt a mortal blow, and the Mary Ellen Carter settled below. There were just as 5 aboard her when she finally was awash. He'd worked like hell to save her, all heedless of the cost. And the groan she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter would rise again. Well, the owner wrote her off, not a nickel would they spend. She gave 20 years of service, boys, and met her sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to them, so let her rest below. Then they laughed at us, said we had to go. But we talked to her all winter, some days around the clock, for she's worth $250,000 up floating at the dock. And with every jar that hit the fire, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. That it may not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who love her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge lent by a friend. 3 dives a day in a hard hat suit, and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet. The currents here are slow, for I'd never have the strength to go below. But we patched her ensign, stopped her vents, dark hatch and porthole down, put cables to her fore and aft, and girded her around. Tomorrow noon we hit the air and then take up the strain and watch the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. That her name not be lost to the knowledge of men. All those who loved her best and were with her to the end will make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Oh, we couldn't leave her there, you see, to crumble into scale. She'd saved our lives so many times, living through the gale. And the laughing drunken rats who left her to a sorry grave, they will be laughing in another day. And you to whom adversity has dealt the final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go, turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken and life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broken and life about to end, no matter what you lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, then like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. I'm just a little black rain cloud hovering under the honey tree.
Look. Hummingbird.
As long as he doesn't like land in my ear,
Why would you think that would happen?
because it's a phobia.
You're weird.
There's 2 of them on the one back there.
I know. They fight. There are 4 different species of hummingbirds in this backyard. I need to go make some more sugar water. And the small one is super territorial. Yeah, it's gonna start.
Next one. Man outside, he works for me. His name is Mariano. He cuts and trims the grass for me. He makes the flowers bloom. He says that he comes from a place not far from Guanajuato. It's 2 days on a bus from here, a lifetime from this room. I fix his meals and I talk to him in my old broken Spanish. He points at things and he tells me names of things I can't recall. Sometimes I just can't help but wonder who this man is. And when he is gone, will he remember me at all? I watch him close, he works just like a piston in an engine. He only stops to take a drink and smoke a cigarette. When the day is ended, I look outside my window. There on the horizon, Mariano's silhouette. He sits upon a stone in a southeasterly direction. In my heart, I know that he is thinking of his home. I've never been the sort to say I'm into intuition, but I swear I see the faces of the ones he calls his own. Their skin is brown as potter's clay, their eyes void of expression. Their hair is black as a widow's dream, their dreams are all but gone. They're ancient as a vision of a sacrificial virgin, innocent as the crying from a baby being born. They hover around a dying flame and they pray for his protection. Prayers are all but answered by his letters in the mail. He sends them colored figures that he cuts from strips of paper, and all his weekly wages saving nothing for himself. It's been a while since I have seen the face of Mariano. The border guards, they came one day and took him far away. I hope he is safe down there at home in Guanajuato. I worry though, I read there's revolution every day. The man outside, he works for me. His name is Mariano. He cuts and trims the grass for me. He makes the flowers bloom. He says that he comes from a place not far from Guanajuato. It's 2 days on a bus from here, a lifetime from this room.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Well, this one's here, and I haven't done it in a while. Seems like it might be fun. Archie Fisher song.
Pardon me?
Archie Fisher song.
Oh, yay.
Well, it's about how new technologies come along and take jobs away, leaving nothing behind.
I always thought that was a Stan Rogers song.
And
Or a Matt Arbor song.
different one.
It's
Different one.
It's a theme.
This is about the oil rigs in the 70s when the oil boom was on. It made sense to actually bring up oil from the bottom of the North Sea, one of the most inhospitable places on the earth.
Like oilmen, they walk in like Yankees, they
Yeah,
talk.
that's also
So Generations of
yeah.
Change by Matt Arbor
That's
also
another one.
brings that up.
All leave the land behind, laddie, there's better days to find. The companies have the money and they'll soon teach you the skills. There's green fields far away, lad, the 40s and the brave. Be a mudman or a roustabout, they'll soon teach you to drill. But who will tend my sheep while I'm far o'er the deep, on the Neptune or the Sequest when the snows come to the hill? Trade lad, there's money to be made. The hand line and the Shetland yawl off from a bygone day. Come to Aberdeen lad, see sights you've never seen. Be a welder on the pipeline or a pitter at Nick Bay. But when my work is over and my boat out's on the shore, how will I feed my family when the companies move away? Built lad, and rigs to tow and tilt that sit upon the ocean bed like pylons in the sea. There's pipelines to be laid and 100 different trades that'll give a decent living wage to the likes of you and me. Now I ken your man of worth, you're the best man in the north. Not men of greed, but them who need the work that's come your way. Free flooded to Kishore, a new industry is born now. Peterhead and Cromarty will never be the same.
How about a little Paul Simon?
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Yes.
Let's see. I don't even know all the Simon ones I do. I don't do a lot. I think I have at least 3, I
Lincoln
think.
Duncan,
Oh, there we go. I actually have a few.
American Tune.
Here we go.
America.
Slip Sliding Away,
Slip Sliding Away.
which is the one I'm going to do.
And then Emily's song?
Kathy's song?
Kathy's song. And then there's, do you Emily
Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know the nearer your destination, the more you're slip sliding away. And I know a man, he came my hometown. He wore his passion for his woman like a thorn many crowns. He said, Dolores, I live in fear. My love for you is so overpowering, I'm afraid that I will disappear. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you'll slip sliding away. And I know a woman became a wife. These are the very words she uses to describe her life. She said, a good day ain't got no rain. She said, a bad day's when I lie in bed and think of things that might have been. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you're slip sliding away. And I know a father had a son. He longed to tell him all the reasons for the things he'd done. He came a long way just to explain. He kissed his boy as he lay sleeping, and he turned around and headed home again. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you're slip sliding away. God only knows, and God makes his plan. The information's unavailable to the mortal man. We work at our jobs, collect our pay, believe we're gliding down the highway when in fact we're slip sliding away. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you're slip sliding away. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you're slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you're slip sliding away. The dog has been bringing me things like all night, and I have not chucked anything for him.
Okay, he only brought me, I threw the ball when he brought it to me. We did have a request for Idiot, I suppose.
Okay.
You don't have to do it next.
No, I can do it next.
Well, let's stay in our little Simon.
Oh,
Paul
okay.
Simon
Well,
thing
let me
here,
go
and
back
then-
to Paul Simon.
And then do that.
All right. There's another train.
Yep.
Done. All songs. Search Simon. There we go.
Any Carly Simon?
I don't have any Carly Simon. Did you have a particular one you wanted to hear?
I would like to hear,
Kathy's song?
no, what's the one on the album?
American Tune. American Tune from the Immigrant Songs album. Many's a time I've been mistaken, and many times confused. Yes, and I've often felt forsaken, and certainly misused. But I'm alright, I'm alright. I'm just weary to my bones. Still, you don't expect to be bright and bon vivant so far away from home, so far away from home. I don't know a soul's not been battered. I don't have a friend who feels at ease. I don't know a dream that's not been shattered, or driven to its knees. But it's alright, for we've lived so well, so long. Still, when I think of the road we're traveling on, I wonder what's gone wrong. Can't help it, I wonder what's gone wrong. And I dreamed I was dying. I dreamed that my soul rose unexpectedly, looking back down at me, smiling reassuringly. And I dreamed I was flying high up above. My eyes could clearly see the Statue of Liberty sailing away to sea. I dreamed I was flying. We come on the ship they call the Mayflower. We come on the ship that sailed the moon. We come in the age's most uncertain hour and sing an American tune. Oh, it's alright, you can't be forever blessed. Still, tomorrow's gonna be another working day, and I'm trying to get some rest. That's all I'm trying, to get some rest. Okay. Never put my ears in. Be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag, so we bought a pack of cigarettes and Mrs. Wagner's pies, and we walked on to look for America. Like a dream to me now. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. I've gone to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. Smoked the last one an hour ago. looked at the scenery. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. I'm empty and aching, and I don't know why. Counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. All come to look for America. All come to look for America. Let's do the idiot and one more and call it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks so much for being here tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. Here's a Uncle Stan Rogers song, also about industries changing and taking jobs and things like that. I often take these night shift walks when the foreman's not around. I turn my back on the cooling stack and make for open ground, far out behind the tank farm fence where the gas flares make no sound. I forget the stink and I always think back to that eastern town. I remember back 6 years ago, this western life I chose. Day, the news would say some factories going to close. Well, I could have stayed to take the toll, but I'm not one of those. I take nothing free, and that makes me an idiot, I suppose. So bid farewell to that eastern town I never more will see. But work I must, so I eat this dust and breathe refinery. Oh, I miss the green and the woods and the streams, and I don't like cowboy clothes, but I like being free, and that makes me an idiot, I suppose. So come on, you fine young fellas, hove and beat into the ground. This western life's no paradise, but it's better than lying down. Oh, the streets aren't clean and there's nothing green, and the hills are dirty brown. Government dole will rot your soul back there in your hometown. So bid farewell to the eastern town you never more will see. For self-respect and a steady check in this refinery, you'll miss the green and the woods and streams, and the dust will fill your nose. But you'll be free, and just like me, an idiot, I suppose. So bid farewell to the eastern town you never more will see. Your self-respect and a steady check in this refinery. You'll miss the green and the woods and streams, and the dust will fill your nose. But you'll be free, and just like me, an idiot, I suppose. What shall we end with?
Sing it louder.
Okay. Song by Canadian Dave Gunning. Trying times, it's good to surround yourself with people, like-minded people. Not that we should live in a bubble.
Allison, David, I thought you were drinking eggnog. You do, but not yet. Basically, only the month of December. Is it allowed in the house?
Yep. I am
am a soldier, but I never had a gun. I carry songs upon my shoulders, hoping we shall overcome. But on this road, I'm not the only one who's following the thunder of the drum. And I am not rich, but I have more than I need. In the middle of this battlefield of money-driven greed, and the lines get thin now between right and wrong. You lift your voice, I'll beat the drum. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there's change within our power. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Let's sing for the living upon the land and in the sea. Let's sing out for justice. Let's sing what we believe as the world spins round and round. May we one by one all join hands and beat the drum. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there's change within our power. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. So raise your voices now. We can make this work. Through the eye of the storm, we shall be heard. There's an echo in the distance. It's been played before. More suffering and hardship, more cruelty and war. But before we stop and rest, we must pass it on. For the young to march and beat the drum. Yeah, across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there's change within our power. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. Across the valleys and up through these hills, there's a feeling all over this land. If we stand and rise together, there is change within our power. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir to sing it louder. I am preaching to the choir, sing it louder. Let me hear you in the cheap seats. Thank you so much for being here on a Saturday night.
Y'all take care of yourselves. And
I am Wolf Loescher. You most definitely are not. Behind the scenes, we have Christina Kellaway Loescher, and yeah, it's Saturday. And go have your good self a good long weekend for those of you who celebrate Labor Day, and take care of yourselves.
Everybody, y'all take care of each other because we're all we have
Yeah,
left.
we're all we got. So hang together, and we will see you.
Separately.
Yeah, and we will see you next week. Play out with some music from Beth Patterson. Thanks so much for being here. See you next week.